I only have to put it in first gear. I recall bikes having clutches. Push down.
There we go.
Oh, I got it.
Let's go! It's going to be very close here. Well done. Keep to the end. Keep to the end. Put your foot down. Yeah!
Whew.
Ride it in auto first, you'll understand how boring it is, and then you can switch it to manual.
Alright, perfect, thank you. Okay, so I am no stranger to injuries. I have been injured many times throughout my life, and the most frustrating thing about injuries is always how difficult it is to do stuff. Your restrictions on everything. So obviously, I've now tore the ACTL in my foot, well, it's actually in the ankle, and since then I have not been able to ride my motorcycle because shifting is a problem. That's where this bike kind of makes things a little bit easier. So I actually test drove this bike, the same bike, about a week ago at a Yamaha demo day. When I rode it that time I thought it was quite boring. I didn't understand the point of the automatic. But now, 3 days later, I tore my ACTL and I'm looking at this bike with a completely new light. Because, I mean, obviously it's bringing me the ability to ride my bike again. Currently I'm in automatic mode, as you can see by the D on the screen, and I still think that that is not the most ideal. The shifting is clunky. You find that it doesn't really know when you want to shift. You'll be trying to power out through a corner and it just shifts, or you'll be coming in and engine braking into a corner and then it'll shift down and throw off your balance. And when you're riding a bike, you want to be in control, right? You want to be commanding what's going on. You don't want the bike to be doing it for you. So I don't think that automatic mode really has its place. But luckily, what you can do is just press this nifty little button here. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong button. Shit. Well, now I can't figure out how to... Well, that's brilliant. Oh, well, I was planning the coolest little transition there about talking and then changing into manual mode. And now I can't change into manual mode. There goes my girlfriend. She's busy test driving an MT-09. Let me try see if I can find out how to shift this thing now. Oh wait, I think I got it in manual now. So now it's in first gear. Okay, shit, finally got it in manual mode. It's a bit confusing, obviously, working a brand new system. It's always very different when you get onto a new bike, and now going from one that's manual to automatic, there's definitely a learning curve. The CP3 motor in these MT-09s and now in the R9 as well, they've always been brilliant motors, and it's exactly the same motor. It's just, it's got an automatic transmission coupled to it. And this is actually a DCT transmission, so you'll see that the shifts are exceptionally fast. If you've ever driven a DCT car before, it's pretty much exactly the same. You do often get confused here, shifting, you'll pull the high beams or you'll flick your indicators on or something funny, but it's quite a joy to ride, and it allows you to keep both feet planted on the pegs at all times. So you can actually, I've been told that it's quite nice around the track. I'm not going to be taking around the track because I'm in a moon boot and it's not my bike, but it's a nice thought. Okay, I think we're going to hit a right here. Oh, hit the wrong gear shift. Holy shit, these engines are just absolutely fantastic. I really do love them. It's got the torque of a twin, but the horsepower of a 4-cylinder. Really is an absolutely great mix. And as someone who's injured, I'm finding this thing incredibly easy to ride. But obviously I don't have to shift, my shifting is all just here. And down by the foot, I don't really have to put that foot down because I've got a right foot. Obviously if I get myself into a pickle, really does have quite an insane amount of power. Okay, we're gonna look for somewhere to hit a little U-turn here. Downshift. I do believe that if you do not downshift, it actually will downshift for you automatically, which is very nifty, as it would do in a normal automatic car. It suits it quite well.
I love this bike.
Yeah! Oh, that's really intuitive. Oh my word, that's actually, so obviously it's got wheelie control, so you can't really flip the bike over backwards, and it just kind of, you bring it up and then it wheelies. And I honestly never thought that an automatic bike would be able to wheelie, because obviously you don't have a clutch to boost it up with. But that was actually incredible. I can't believe how easy that thing comes up. You can't come high up enough without turning off the wheelie control completely to be able to do like a balance point. Before a power wheelie, that was pretty fun. I didn't even intend for that to happen. So I mean, obviously this thing isn't going to be as hooligan as a manual MT-09, but it's a lot more of a hooligan bike than I expected it to be. I thought that the automatic kind of DNA would have taken all the fun out of it. But it's still very much that hooligan character that you would expect from an MT-09. The first time I had a go on this bike, I was unimpressed. But this thing is growing on me very quickly, I must say. Ever since I rode this thing for the first time and then 3 days later hurt my ankle, it's literally the only thing I could think about. I was like, how would it be to ride this bike when you actually can't shift gears? I mean, it's pretty much as wondrous as I thought it would be. Completely fixes all the problems I had. While I don't like the automatic so much, if you are just going out for the pure purpose of getting from A to B, it's not the end of the world. If you're really not trying to ride fast and you're just trying to go from A to B, you can get by with the automatic. But I'm going to say that it's probably not the safest, because as soon as you take away that element of thinking about what gear you're in the whole time and selecting the gear, you're taking a little bit more attention away from the bike you're actually riding, and falling asleep, and by that I mean just losing concentration while you're riding a bike, is really not safe. You do not want to be doing that. You want to be completely in control and aware of what you're doing at all times, because I mean, obviously this sport can be dangerous. You're playing with your life at the end of the day, and I'd rather that I be playing with my life instead of a machine playing with my life. But that's just a personal preference. I can definitely see how this thing would be an absolute blast around the track, because I mean, everything's up here by your handlebars. I do believe the brakes are linked, so you don't really need the rear brake anyways, and I've seen some people that say it does not like kind of doing skids and stuff, because you're going to have a clutch to pull in. The bike has to do that for you, and so I would imagine that it gets a bit confused if you're trying to lock up the rear brake, even with ABS off. If this was your bike and you had let's say a problem with your right foot, you could put the rear brake on your left side. There's no one stopping you from doing that. Just going to need a couple custom fabricated parts. But I'd say if you're someone who's injured and actually can't ride a bike and that's all you want to do, this is a great solution. Even if you had something wrong with one of your arms, like all of these controls, you could find a way to put them on the other side. The same with the accelerator. You can put the accelerator on the other side. You're just going to need some custom fabrication. But I would argue that not having a clutch to pull and the gears, just having one less thing to think about, means that if you've got a problem with one of your limbs, it's going to make life a lot easier for you. You good? So that's someone else test driving a CF motor, and I see they literally ran out of petrol right back there. So I'm gonna go tell someone about that now. Maybe they can come help them out.
Can I take your helmet off?
Sorry?
Knockout round.
Okay. I think someone who was on the CF Moto 675 has run out of petrol. just down the road here. He's busy pushing. How's it?
Are you on video?
I'm gonna hop, it's fine.
Okay, so you gentlemen are welcome to have a practice run. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. It's what the holes are for.
Practice run begins. Are you ready?
Good mate.